I wanted to share a little thoughts about beginnings. I find that, now, beginning of the year, a lot of new starts. First of all, wishing you success. Those of you who have kids in schools, wishing you success with that. For those of you who have kids who graduated school, success on real life, college, and whatever that is. And in general, whatever you're starting out, if you're starting with a new job or anything new, it should be a good year for you and your family, a good start. I wanted to share a little bit of my thoughts about beginnings because a lot of people I find tend to look at how people are when the business is already successful, when people already know that name brand, that business, the way you run, and they know theoretically that every business has struggles, but sometimes like when you're going through it, you don't realize that businesses did struggle and they were going through a lot before they became the business that everyone knows. And they're still going through a lot. Every business has struggle. Of course, we have struggles. Every stage of your business has a struggle that correlates to that stage. And what I find interesting about beginnings is many times, and I find the younger generation, it makes me sound so old to say that, but it's the truth. Many times, they just want the end result already. Like I remember one time someone told me they're like, I can't be busy with like meeting sellers and getting to learn the market and learning like how to market a house and how do you know what the house is worth and how do you tell a seller which issues to fix. I just like you got the listing, speak to the seller and I'll just sell it and make a commission. I'm like, that's not the way it works. Like you need to start from the ground up in any business. And I know a lot of people this time of year, especially in the summer, sometimes they reach out to me, their kids, they want to know like they just graduated or they're just they graduated a year or two ago and they want to know what business they should do. So I really believe that find a mentor in different businesses and just speak to people. I find that you'll realize that it's much harder to start than you think, and you'll just doesn't make your struggles easier. You'll be validated. You'll feel like like my business also has struggles. I need to change this. I need to it's been 2 years. I'm trying this way. It's not working. It's 3 years. I'm struggling, and everyone struggles, and we learn and we pray and we push through. But I feel like at this moment when everything looks bright and fresh briefcases, fresh beginning of the year, new pens, just a fresh start, and you have to take a step back and say, beginnings. Everyone has to start somewhere, and you can't look at. I find it a lot when I show people houses. Let's say I show a newlywed apartment, right? So they're like, I want a master bath, and I want they list all the stuff. I want an island, and I want central air, and I get it. If it's in your budget and you can afford it, and that's what's important to you, go for it. But I find that sometimes it's not in someone's budget, and it's not a value that we have to give over to our kids. You have to have an island and a master bath and central air the second you want to rent an apartment, you get married. I find like there are beginnings, and then like you could start humbly, in a humble way, and you build up to something. If we're giving everything right away, why do you need a master bath when you're the only one living in a house? Like, meaning, if you could afford it and it makes sense for you, do it. But you should also be aware that there's different stages. There's a stage for everything, and there's a time and place for everything. And beginnings are not meant to be easy, and not that the ends are easy, but beginnings are meant to be easy, and things you have to work through things to get places. So I wanted to just share that, and I would love to hear your thoughts if you want to comment. Thank you.